Hi guys, what's up? How is everybody doing today? I'm okay. I'm tired. I'm very tired today. Kind of. I had 2 days off, but I'm always busy. I don't know how to rest. I don't know how to rest. I can't stay busy. My mind's always racing for something, an adventure, something creatively. I need to get out of the house, whether that's like a park, which is fine, but like shopping, window shopping, just I get creative ideas, decorative things. Like, I'm just always, like, my mind is just going, and I don't know how to, and I feel like I'm a waste if I do sit around for a while. And that's a reason why some of my vlogs, when I film them, they take a long time to be posted, because I'm like, I don't want to just sit in bed and edit. I don't want to just do nothing. I want to do something, but that is something. It's a whole thing. So, but yeah, I feel like if I lay in bed for a period of time, I feel like I'm wasting my life away. And that was kind of a problem in my relationships, They wanted to lay in bed and just, hang out. And I'm like, no, it's 8 o'clock. No, I want to get up. I want to get dressed. I want to take a shower. I want to do this. I want to do things. I'm just like, let's go. I'm like high strung a lot like that. I'm like, I feel like I would struggle with a relationship today. Guys, the longer you're not with somebody, the longer you are like, you're afraid for down the road if you were to meet somebody, because you would have to like compromise and cater to a person, which is fine. But at the same time, I struggle with that change, especially when you're so like overly independent and you're just like not about a person. But, I do miss somebody right now, but they don't miss me one bit, I don't think. So we'll leave it at that. If it's meant to be, the universe will somehow pull some strings, but I'm not holding my breath right now. Well, I'm trying to slowly just let it go because, I think because it's the holidays, the holidays always do that, especially when it's your first holiday season single. Of course, we would love to have somebody to spoil someone and just, hoopla with, Like, who's going to decorate with me now? Just kidding. Well, this is so pretty, though. Isn't it pretty? It's giving Ralph Lauren Christmas. Can we talk about that shit? Have you guys heard about that? Ralph Lauren Christmas. At first, I was like, oh, what a vibe. It's like a preppy vibe, or like, but then I got to think about it. I saw comments, and you just walk around. This shit's like just a traditional Christmas. What do you mean Ralph Lauren Christmas? So then I'm like, all right, whatever. Get off the whole Ralph Lauren thing. But it's just, your traditional Christmas. I think they've just added pops of blue, and I really never noticed that until now. I kind of like the pops of blue, so I did get this for my bedroom. I bought potpourri yesterday. I'm doing like a whole thing. Like a tray, potpourri, and then I'm putting like the giant candle in the middle. So I bought all this yesterday. I started Christmas shopping. That's what all this is, thank God. I'm getting ahead a little bit this year, so. Because, it is my first Christmas by myself. So trying to like financially pull through with that, trying to get gifts for everybody. And I love giving gifts. It's not about the gifts, but I love gifts. I love giving to people. It's my way of showing appreciation for what others have done for me and things like that. So I love to give thanks, especially my family. They've helped me out a lot this year in ways that I couldn't thank them enough for. A gift is nothing. I'm the gifts. So it's going to be interesting. I also feel like nobody's gonna want me. Like, it's weird when you're not with somebody, but if you've been single for like holidays and holidays and holidays, whatever. My fear is like the longer I'm without somebody, which is, I guess it's healthy. This is healthy for once. But I'm like, you're gonna get so in your ways, and I'm already in my ways as it is. Plus, I feel like I'm just too much for people. They would look at me, they'd be like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna be with that. But they wouldn't. They would. Like, I'm just always misunderstood. They wouldn't realize that I'm the best thing that would ever happen. It's a fun mess, like, I don't take life so serious, and that's so important. I'm not coming with drama. I'm not, the only thing I'm coming with are some baggage that I'm still trying to heal from, which I feel like I've done a lot of work towards that, Being cut off from your first ex really helped me out a lot this year, and then being single this year, ending my last relationship, so I can now heal from 2 relationships, but really from the main one that caused my second relationship to kind of dissolve in a lot of ways. So now I realize, like, oh God, he was the one the whole time, but it's too late. And he's not about it. And I'm not about to mess up his flow with life. You know, I feel like if things were really there, you know, there would be more of an effort, and it's not there. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm just, you know, doing my own thing. I've made my attempts to, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. No hard feelings. I'll just learn how to deal with the loneliness a little bit and the missing. When you miss somebody, tell myself that this was for the best. If it's meant to be, something will happen in the future. But, you know, open myself up to new possibilities, I suppose. There's somebody that wants to go out with me, like a date. But I don't know. I don't like somebody that like, love bombs, basically. And I don't know. It's kind of like a borderline love bombing. It's like, I don't like compliments right off the bat. Oh, I love the train. Get my ass to New York. One-way ticket, please. But you can't help what you can't help. You can't help that if you have feelings, you're human. And I feel like these are more genuine, like, emotions and feelings. It's not, like, toxic, like, from way, you know, anyway. But I would love to move to the city or New York or something, but I would hate to just, you know, I don't know. So this guy wants to go out. And I've never dated. I've never dated. You know, I met my first relationship online 2013, 2014, and I stayed loyal, which don't do that. I mean, yes, but they're not going to stay loyal to you. They're talking to you, but they're talking to 20 other guys. And I guess you're like the one they pick in the end, but it worked out for when it did. If I'm talking to someone, if I have any kind of attraction to somebody, I'm not talking to other people. Like, I'm just not. But I don't know. It's complicated. But yeah, this guy wants to go out, wants to meet for drinks, or not drinks. Like, I say coffee. Like, I don't think when you meet somebody, it should be like it should be a coffee date. It shouldn't be like dinner. Maybe lunch. It shouldn't be like an evening setting. I think it should be coffee date. Maybe a walk in the park. I don't know. He mentioned a beach trip, and I said, hold up. We're not beach tripping again. I did that. Been there, done that. We're not beach tripping this time. Like, don't stop with the beach trips. Stop with trips, because I'm going to be dead in the ocean. If you know, you know. No. I was like, coffee's fine, but I'm also very nervous, because it's like, I don't want to just, like, you meet somebody and then you just, like, I think I crush easily, so I don't want to, like, meet someone and I'm like, oh, you know, crush, oh my God, like, and then it speeds things up and it doesn't need to be sped up, and, you know, I don't know the whole dating. I don't know dating, so it's like, I want to be cautious this time. I'm being picky this time with the next man a little bit. No offense, but, you know. Somebody needs to be able to handle all of this, and I'm a lot to handle. I think it's just because of my personality, and, you know, I'm very strong at that, and I don't know. It's a weird video right now. I don't know who I'd want. I mean, you can't say who you want, or you can't have a type. I've learned you just can't have a type, because you're not getting that type, and if you get said type, it's toxic, and it's going to end horrible. So I'm not, you know, I don't know. Anyway. My plants are dying. I think I'm giving them too much water. I feel like some days I don't give water and they're fine. I give a little bit of water, they die. Or I don't water them for a couple days, they die. You water them, die. I don't know. It's too much. I'm not the plant daddy I thought I was. Oh. I have to go to work soon. I gotta close tonight. I hate closing on a Saturday. Especially with the people, when you know you don't have a good crew. It takes a lot of mental preparedness. You need to really mentally prepare for things. Oh. Well, what else is going on, guys? Today wasn't like I had topics to talk about, and I don't want to talk shit. Oh, I don't know. I gotta decorate for Christmas soon. I'm thinking of my themes. I know what I want to do. I didn't need to start buying. I mean, I keep buying decorations. I don't need to be buying decorations. Yeah, a lot of stuff is Christmas gifts. I went to the mountains the other day and I started Christmas shopping. The mountains were beautiful. Love the colors. And it was just amazing. I've never really been to the mountains in the fall where I kind of feel like it was peak fall, peak colors. Of course, I went on the day it got kind of warm in the afternoon. I was showing up there with a turtleneck, a jacket. I'm like, oh my God, but it's still fine. And then certain things you kind of miss. You know, you did things with, when you do things with somebody, and then you just start going by yourself. It's not the same. It's nice, but you're also like, you know, I don't know. I'm like in a weird mood. And it makes me feel good that I am capable of having feelings because I am human. I like loneliness or jealousy. I'm like relearning that I have these things. I'm like, wow, I'm actually human. I actually have feelings and I'm not just this cold-hearted bitch that I look like from the exterior, because I really do give that vibe and I'm very misunderstood always. But like I said before, you realize a lot of shit, unfortunately, after the fact. And I guess that's for your own good. Everything happens the way it needs to happen. You kind of learn when you start to get healthy in the head a little bit that it's okay to be jealous. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to just feel for a bit. And I feel like I was feeling in the past, but I feel like it was over just like this toxic cloud. I don't know, like these storm clouds were just above, which was making it not healthy to feel in a way. But then you're like, I don't want to feel, so turn off the feelings. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. And that's how I got through my first traumatic breakup shit. I was like, I can't keep crying. I can't keep feeling. You just have to turn it off and it will get you through. And it did. But then you didn't deal with it. And then, of course, that person keeps coming back in and out of your life. And you're in another relationship, you didn't heal, so you're bringing all this shit, you know, it's a whole hoopla that we always go back and forth with, but it's after the fact, when you're just all alone, you realize these feelings, and you get lonely, like, oh my God, and then you're like, oh, thank God, I can feel, and, you know, it is too late, but it's, you know, it is what it is, and I've just been really in a mood. I've been in these moods lately, where it's just like, you miss people, you get jealous because you start thinking of the life they're probably living right now, and you don't want to mess with their flow, but you're thinking it could have been with you, which is kind of selfish in a way. But then again, I was always preaching that that we need to be selfish, to be by ourselves. Like, you know, it's so, I'm acknowledging all of this. So it's just trying to navigate. I think that's the best word when single for the first time in like years, and especially going through times where it's like your first holiday single, and you just start thinking, and you cannot think. You start thinking that, oh, they could be with somebody, and I have a feeling, I have a feeling, when certain people don't talk to you the way they used to, or they're just not active, or you just know, like, okay, they're probably with somebody, they're doing, which, perfect, you're doing your thing, like, don't worry about me. So then I'm like, okay, you can't spend time, you need to start living your life. You can't stop yourself thinking that it's gonna work out. You want this, you're lonely, and you're just stopping yourself in your tracks. They're doing their own thing, and you don't want to mess up their flow, you're messing up your flow. Does that make sense? And that's why I start to relearn my toxic traits, my triggers. And it makes me feel good that I have feelings that I knew I had, but you just need, you need to have a rehash, if that makes sense. You start to realize, wow, you do get jealous, you do have feelings, you do miss, and maybe that's normal. And then, you just have to start thinking about things. And, I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way anymore to make attempts. I've tried. And it just, life gets in the way and things, and I'm sure, I'll put it this way, my exes have always moved on fairly quickly, so it's fine, and I'm just cruising. So, whatever. Don't mind me, I'll just stay in my little delusional love bubble still until, the next chapter. I don't know, it's weird. I'm in a weird state of mind right now, if that makes sense. And the best word is navigating single life and feelings. Yeah, you know. And on that note, we'll end it. We'll cut it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below on anything you want. And what do you think about this? Like, I feel like this is a good debatable discussion. We can have a discussion about this stuff because it's new to me. It's new to me. Honestly, it's new to me. Like, I'm actually like fully single as a Pringle for the first time in like 11 years. So, and I feel like it was needed for me. And I also feel like the longer that I'm by myself, the more extra and obnoxious I feel like I've been feeling that lately. Like, who I was in 2013, I feel like I'm in the same mindset that I was in 2013 when I didn't even, before all my relationships. But I was like, of course, in this diva era. And I feel like this year I've really tapped back into that diva over the top era. And maybe, I mean, I go through phases. I go through, every so often. And maybe that's just part of me. But I feel like, am I really, when I don't have anybody to ground me, am I just like acting out? Am I just going really crazy? Am I just really coming out of my shell again? I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I've always been with people that have tried to like keep me tamed a little bit. And I guess it's about that balance. So I'm not flying off the deep end. And I feel like personality wise and how I act online, looking at pictures, things that I post, I feel like I've really, I've been like out in people's faces, like, whoa, here I am, and I'm like very over the top. Is that because I don't have anybody, but I don't like being controlled? And I feel like I've had a lot of controlling in my relationship. So I don't know. So maybe I'm just being free for the first time, and I don't know. What do you guys think about all this? Like, do I need to see a therapist? I've always thought about it, but I can't afford the therapist. But I can afford all this all the shopping, right? Got it. No, I don't know. Leave a comment down below on all of this if you want. What are your feelings about this? What are your thoughts? And I'll get back to you. So that be that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.